So once you have the treble clef mastered, we want to also talk about the bass clef. The bass clef, again, just like the treble clef, at one point they used calligraphy and it looked fancy, but the bass clef, and it's spelled like bass, is also called the F clef. And an easy way, if you can't remember any of the acronyms I'm going to give you, that the two dots right here, they surround this line. This line's pitch is F, thus the F clef. Just like this little spiral surrounds G, that's F. So if you remember that we take the alphabet A through G, and when we get to G, we have to go higher. It just starts over again at A. If you use those rules and you go line, space, you can find out other pitches. So if I went from F, the next space up, A, B, C, D, E, F, this must be G. If I want to find the next line, I can't go to H, so I would go to A. And then that next space would be B. If I wanted another ledger line, it would be C, etc. But let's go ahead and give you the acronym so you can quickly remember this. So the acronym for the lines for the bass or F clef, forgive me all Germans, but we use German, babies don't fly airplanes, or good boys do fine always. There's a lot of different things you can use. German babies don't fly airplanes. I like to think maybe they do. The spaces. Some say all cars eat gas. Unfortunately, that's not completely true. So I just do a shorthand way and go ASG. That helped me through college. Or if you know then the bass clef, the very last space on the bottom, or the very first space is what it is A, the next line's got to be B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh gosh, I got to start over. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Now there's a shared pitch that connects both the treble clef and the bass clef, and that shared pitch is middle C. Middle C, if you know your piano keys, is right near the middle of the keyboard, and that's what connects both the treble and the bass clef. Now, you're not going to see it happen right in the very middle because this is way too much space between the staff, each staff. So if we were to write that right here, we would write that C, just one extra line, and we have one ledger line above. That's your middle C. If we're writing on the treble clef, we're writing it just one line below, and that's C. So these two are exactly the same pitch. It's just a matter of which one appears in the treble clef and one appears in the bass clef. So in review, your treble clef, G clef, this is G. Ernie gives Bert dead fish, or every good boy does fine, or it's G, the next one must be A, the next one must be B, then C, then D. Don't try to skip around. When you're moving downward trying to find the pitch, you've got to think the alphabet backwards. There's no shame in saying your alphabet out loud in order to get it. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F. F is the next one. Okay, what's below F? A, B, C, D, E, F, E. So what's below E? A, B, C, D, E, D. So D would go there. And the same thing occurs here. As we're going downward, A, we bottom out, we start at G. G's the last thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. One below G is F. What's one below F? A, B, C, D, E, F. This next line would be E. And then that would be D. And that would be C. And this would be B. And then we'd have another A. Oh, it's getting crazy. And then we have to start over again. And G. It keeps going on downward. You can't even see that in the camera shot. It just keeps going downward. So those are your basics for the bass clef and the treble clef. If you have any questions, please ask. The worst thing that you can do is fall behind because you don't have the basic understanding of the treble clef and the bass clef.